So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to Google and then search up MSI Afterburner, and it should be the first link and with the original MSI website. So when you go here, you're going to see these two download links. I prefer the final. You could also download the beta, but I prefer the final just because it might be more stable. So after doing that and setting up or after downloading it, you should get this folder. And so after downloading that, you should get this. MSI Afterburner. So the way to get the FPS counter is you want to go to settings and then go to monitoring, and this is basically everything that's going to show there. If you want to show GPU temperature, you click on GPU temperature here and you press show in on-screen display. Originally it's going to be not checkmarked, but you want to click on that to show. And I'll leave a list here on the screen of everything you want to include. Basically it's GPU temperature, GPU usage, and for a CPU you're going to see all these numbers, but basically what it means is that each number is for each individual core for your CPU, and so you don't have to worry about that. So when you scroll all the way down, you're going to see CPU temperature without a number, and that's what you want. That's the average of everything. And then you want to go down again, you want to click on CPU usage, you want to show that. And scrolling down, you also want to get RAM usage, press that, and frame rate, and press that. For some reason when I re-download it, it might be grayed out. It might say tick check marks to activate the graph and access graph properties. That's basically because this was unchecked. So you want to click on that and then you should be able to access all these settings. And you want to do the same for frame rate average and frame rate 1% low to get what I have. So yeah, after that, your monitoring section should be good. Secondly, what you want to do is after you have everything there, you want to click on this arrow right here and you want to go to RivaTuner Statistics Server. If it doesn't show up here, just search up RivaTuner and it should be right here. So once you open that, right click on this and press show. And so this allows you to customize your settings a little bit. So one cool thing is that for some reason my Ubisoft launcher is in the background. So, and this is what it should look like right now. Now you might notice that we're missing our FPS lows and our FPS average. And so the way to fix that is for some reason you would have to go to setup and then you have to scroll down to where you could see enable benchmark mode. Now for some reason it's not enabled by default, but after clicking on this, it should pop up right now. Let me just click OK on that. There you go. So you should see your FPS average and your FPS lows included. And so yeah, this is basically what you want. If you want to increase the size, there's a slider right here, display zoom, and you can make it smaller. And let's see, let's let it refresh real quick. There you go. Or if you want to make it bigger, you already know how, what should we be expecting. Now one problem you might run into is when recording with recording with OBS, it might show a black screen. Like pretend this is my OBS, it might show a black screen with game capture. If you're having that exact problem, then a most likely possible fix is going to setup, scrolling down, and this will be unchecked, but you want to enable use Microsoft Detours API hooking just to be able to fix your OBS conflict problem, because RivaTuner is going to conflict with OBS at one point, so that hopefully fixes the problem. But I'm sorry if it didn't. And after that, it should be good. So I'm just gonna do a little test run, running up R6, and I'll get back to you guys when it loads up. Alright, so now that we loaded up, it looks good. Everything's working. We have all our FPS. We have our GPU and CPU name. Did I tell you guys how to get that? Well, just in case if I didn't, what you want to do is in MSI Afterburner, right? What you want to do is you want to go to settings, monitoring, back to monitoring, and then at GPU and both GPU. This only works for GPU and CPU, right? But for both of these, you want to press override group name, and then put a percentage mark on both sides. Do the same for GPU usage, and you should be able to get the name of your GPU right here instead of just saying GPU. Same thing for CPU. Go down to CPU temperature and do the exact same thing, as well as with CPU usage. Alright guys, so if you want to be able to get a bind in, what you want to do is going back here. I forgot to say this again, but on-screen display, you can be able to set on a toggle on this screen display bind. And for me, I'm gonna just do Alt P, and once I apply that, once I go back here, yep, so you can be able to toggle that on and off, and everything should be running good. And not good. But yeah, everything should be looking good. Anyways, I hope I can help everyone here. I hope this video was straight to the point, and if it isn't, please let me know if anything that I can work on for future videos. And yeah. Yeah, we're done.